break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Tony, the man in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. They just rush that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
They put Wilson in motion. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pick up 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
3rd down, 3 to go. Sending a receiver right. Now he's free at the 35. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Gibbs. And he will dive into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Sending it downfield for Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 34. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come.
And he will score. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Aiden Hutchinson, the former first-rounder, in on the tackle. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Fant in motion. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So after 1, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Now they'll set up to throw. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll motion over Metcalf. And he's into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Makes it 3rd and 3. Slot receiver headed right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's complete. It's Metcalf. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. First down, Seahawks. RPO and the quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Tony, the man in motion. Shotgun run now with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Tony, the man in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Seattle.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Davis now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's in! Touchdown, Detroit. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike, well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short, but there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Timeout Seahawks, that is their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Lions going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it is halftime here in the NFC Wild Card matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll get this complete to Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Detroit. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Lions stretch things out even further. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Carry here for Vaughn. And he'll be taken down.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Deuce Vaughn. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually